Oh, much better. Oh, the picture's crystal clear now.
Okay, that was the tablet screen. Never mind, we stay a little dark, but not dark. Well, yeah, the delay's a little bit better too there, Cobra.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's the difference between a brand new computer and a computer that should have probably hit the scrapyard about 30 years ago.
Yeah, I think the one that should be in the scrapyard was done pretty good though, considered.
Well, it's definitely a viable option if something happens to this computer. So this one though will run a whole lot better off grid. It's a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
What's the audio quality like?
Hang on, I got the volume down so it don't echo. Crystal clear.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. I'll do that right there for now.
Hello. Now let me see if the big boy will interfere with it. Audio. Testing 1, 2, 3. No, it's fine. Is it like a little blurry? You think it's a little blurry right there, like where the radio's showing?
Looks like it could be, but that could also be the twisted teeth.
Yeah, it's a camera. That's just the best it's going to get, I guess. But I mean, as long as you can see that readout, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the frequency number. You can see the S meter on the side there. I don't see a problem with it. Audio's crystal clear. That's all that really matters, ain't it, for this type of video?
That, and if you can actually see the signal meter, that's a big thing. The signal meter is a big thing. Well, like I said, I can. This is a cheap camera. I need to upgrade it. I'll upgrade it later.
Well, you can make out the colors of the bars and how many there is.
I think it'll be plenty fine for now. You can almost read this. Actually, you can read that. Look, it's showing there's the load amp draw, and then there's the kilowatt hours. So yeah, you can, as it's scrolling, you can actually read that.
I don't see it that clear. I'm almost wondering if I did turn on HD for it.
Yeah, because I'm watching it on feedback right now, and yeah, there it is, 27.9 kilowatt hours generated in the month so far, 13.1 volts right now. Let's see what else it shows. Yeah, drawing 0.3 amps, running the ceiling fan.
I changed. Yeah, it was only like 160. I got it on HD now, but I think I'm gonna have to back out for it to kick in.
Well, back out, kick it back on. All right, who we got out there? Do what now?
I said they're scratching my head over a Cobra 29.
Mercy. Can you hear me good out here? I'm in Chattanooga.
Yeah, if I put it on channel 30, I get channel 31 loud and clear.
Must be talking local. I heard him say something about Gator.
I think that is Gator, Cobra.
Yeah, I heard something about Gator when he first started coming in there. So, like I said, I don't know. Gator! Hey, yeah, man. I got that stream up. It seems like it's working all right. Yeah, I knew. I told you, didn't I? Around 10, 11 o'clock, it start coming back in there. You're sounding good. I got a good copy on you, too. And you're currently being streamed on YouTube. Channel 31 stream is what it is if you search it up.
Channel 31 stream. I'll look it up on YouTube.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I got you in there good. Just the conditions got crazy there earlier. They faded out. They come in from New Hampshire, New York, and then everything just died.
Don't forget Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore too. Yeah, what part of did you say earlier you guys were around Fort Worth?
Yes, I'm 30 miles south of Fort Worth.
Well, that's a pretty good trip, man. Well, it sounds good. I think I heard something about a Cobra 29 y'all are messing with over there, but if you're on it, it sounds good. Ah, 10-4. Yeah, well, maybe conditions will get better and better and better, and then we'll be able to talk to everybody down there. Yeah, it's just basically CH31 space stream. And it should pop right up. You'll see the 2950 right there. It was live down there at the corner. And hopefully we can keep conditions long enough to keep that going.
Considering he was sounding like a local, I think they're going, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, I vaped, and here comes the vape across the camera. That's great.
Gator, you're worldwide, nationwide, brother.
There you go. Good evening time.
Gator, you're a big-time radio pimp, I'm just saying.
I got you. Big time radio pimp. Hey, you're live right now. CH31 live or CH31 stream on YouTube. You're live.
All right, Cobra. We get you in here all the time, brother. Peace, love, party on, sir. Captain Jack rocking the bell.
Yeah, buddy. Just for people out there in Streamland, why don't you give your location out?
North Central Texas, 40 miles south of Fort Worth. Captain Jack, the fat man on the big hill, rocking the bell.
Awesome. You guys have a good evening out there, man. A good week for sure. 73's you and your family. Jump on in there whenever you want.
They all sound like locals, Cobra.
Yeah, about like they're sitting up in here with us. Yeah, this new computer gives me a lot more options um, with the chat and everything like that. The other one was just messed up. I think it has an issue with the USB out on that side of the computer or something. I'm gonna have to take it apart and get in there and see what's going on.
Tell Lady Cobra it'll be okay. That lung will grow back.
What you got to say to him, dear?
I
Cobra.
Yeah, go ahead, Nomad.
What is this site on YouTube? What's the channel?
Altar of Light by Cobra 3769.
You changed it.
Yeah, Altar of Light Radio. I'm sorry. Yeah, I shortened it up a little bit. It was a mile long. It seems to be a hopping channel for Skip during the day, so hell, I figured I'll probably get on here and, depending on conditions, start to stream around noon, cut it off at midnight.
Yeah. By the way, you've had another admirer listening. You didn't even know it.
Oh, yeah?
Not number 2, Panther Lily, has been in here shooting Skip with me.
Oh, heck yeah.
There must be a latency or something.
Yeah, there's a little bit of latency. We had a power surge up here earlier, and there's ever since then there's been latency in the internet, but the internet's still testing fast as crap, so I don't know.
No, it's normal for YouTube streaming like that.
Oh no, it's a little bit worse than it was earlier. I'm wondering if whatever happened that maybe got a pole or something. Let me go ahead and reset this this transfer switch. There we go. She's reset.
And that's an amazing hum coming in there when you did that.
You like that, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's humming away right now, isn't she?
Nailing away.
Yeah, I had to energize the coils in the transformer. Once it does that, it tends to just level out.
Blowing smoke in Texas, Roger.
Now, you're blowing smoke over here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're also live.
All right, good to know. 262 Rain Man Radio over here in Northeast Texas.
All right, 262 Rain Man. You need to send some rain our way. Just keep the heat over there, man. It was 95 degrees today.
It's been raining for 3 damn weeks over here. I'll send it your way, Roger.
Hey, I can use it, man. My yard is getting parched and my solar panels have been overheating.
Roger. Hey, is the modulation on this radio okay?
Absolutely pristine. If the conditions keep up, you can turn on YouTube and search up CH31 stream, and then you can listen to yourself.
CH1 stream?
CH31 channel 31 stream.
Man, I'll check that out. I appreciate that.
All right, I don't know how long we're going to have conditions, but you should be able to play it back in here. You're loud and proud, man. That thing's clean as a pin. Yeah, as you've seen it right there in that last transmission, it faded out a little bit. Yeah, but when you're coming in here strong, man, it sounds great.
Roger, who am I talking to?
You're talking to Cobra over here about 20 miles north of Chattanooga.
Roger on the Cobra, You say YouTube, Roger?
Come back on that.
You say it was on YouTube?
Yeah, that's correct.
Roger. Okay, man, y'all have a good one out there. I don't want to break up the conversation. Just want to let you know he's making the trip. 262 Rain Man Radio, Texas, standing by.
All right, 26273. So you and your family out there and have a good week coming up. Like I said, send some of that rain this way.
You got it, JK. You can keep the humidity, but send the rain, please. in the water to keep the heat.
There you go.
We're about tornadoes and the hurricanes.
Yeah, tornadoes and hurricanes, they can keep that too, but I mean, you know what? The way Mother Nature's been lately, it's liable just to happen anywhere in the country now. So I guess it's not really a Texas thing anymore.
But I want it. That would be cool.
What do you got over there?
That's Lady Cobra in the background.
Howdy, howdy.
Say hello. He can hear you on the stream. Just say hello, normally.
I can't believe you didn't recognize me. I'm offended.
Real. That's right.
Man, I figured Mad Dog would be in on this.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Big R. Woo, that hum in there with you. I got that stream back up that you heard. But yeah, the new computer, USB 3.0, no connection issues, perfection.
This is where your arms coming from, I bet.
Oh yeah.
That thing too bad right there, Cobra.
No.
And you can't hear the TV, correct?
If I can, it's just but barely.
Yeah, I closed the door. She went back to watching TV.
That's fine. Yeah, you're good.
I didn't think everybody on the stream or DX land wanted to hear SWAT.
Yeah, we don't need to get no copyright hits, right?
Exactly. Oh, Big R. Hello, I hear you twice. Yeah, I don't even have my radio turned up. Yeah, I'm just checking it out here with you. Nobody don't want to hear us. He turned us down.
Turned it down a little because it was blaring. I think I'm going to have to replace the speaker in this radio. I think Havoc's already tore it up.
Probably.
No, ain't no probably about it. I think it's a pretty sure that happened. Watch this. I'm going to tell Google to turn this light out over the table, and it's going to glow blue. Watch this. Hey, Google.
Then you're going to
Turn
get
off the altar
copyrighted.
light.
You're going to get us copyrighted.
Nah, not by telling somebody to cut my light off.
But still.
Well, I guess Google does on YouTube, so. Oh, wow. Check them out, wow.
I'll tell you what we can do. Hey, you think if we told her to do rave, she would turn it on rave, or should we just do red? Hey, Google, turn the altar of light red. Let's see what she does here. Oh, yes.
You want to see something really funny? Cool. Play Barry White.
No. Don't you even start telling my Google to start playing no Barry White. She will do that over the CB radio. Havoc has proven it.
Hey, Google. Go Super Saiyan.
Not listening.
She wasn't listening to you this time. Oh.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
My phone started playing it.
That's great stuff. Look at her, Havoc.
Hey, Google. Talk like Yoda.
Did she do it?
Not listening.
She is legit not listening to you over here, Havoc.
What makes it worse is Molly listening to me and it's sitting right beside me.
It's great. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Chicka-bow-wow. Chicka-bow-wow. Think over, I wonder, with skid conditions like they are, how many phones out there actually went Super Saiyan for me?
Man, there ain't no telling how many phones have. Start saying that, and it's like a mass exodus. Hey, Google, turn the altar of light blue.
Hey Google, turn the altar of light pink. Here we go.
Man, I turned the light blue, and then Lady Cobra turned the light pink.
Hey Google, turn the light purple.
Can't do that. It's got to be specifically the altar of light because that's what it is. What I'm going to do is crank the volume up on the radio, and you tell her to do it. Go ahead.
They're getting my name and listening to me, but hey Google, turn the light purple.
Nope, didn't work. I guess she don't like you tonight.
Just the one on the tablet just popped up and told me he couldn't do that.
Sorry.
Oh, man. Hey, Google, turn the altar of light green. There we go. Oh, that's actually really good.
I feel like I'm watching Predator. Richard said a different visual spectrum.
Yeah, Lady Cobra said she's the first person to cuss on the stream, and I think Havoc already took that.
Yeah, I thought I was being good. Okay, well, you know what? Damn, there.
Hey, look in the chat. My sister said she liked it pink.
I like it pink. Just saying.
Just saying.
What is it, about 2 second delay?
Yeah, it's the latency.
Go to YouTube deciding whether or not it's going to play your voice.
Yeah, basically, I mean, if you have a, if you've ever done Wi-Fi calling, like on a T-Mobile phone or Sprint phone or something like that, when you're on Wi-Fi, you'll notice there's like a 2 or 3 second delay when you say something.
You ever talk to Mad Dog?
Yeah, I ain't been able to get a hold of him tonight. I don't know what's going on.
I'm saying if you ever talk to him on the phone, you'd know what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, that internet phone. I've got the same service over here, too, on one of my phones, and it's, some days it's bad. I mean, some days it's like an 8 second delay before the audio goes through.
I don't have that issue. Japanese cartoon.
No. Yeah, you're right, Havoc. I mean, I don't. I got actual phone service over here, but I mean, it is nice to have that that Wi-Fi option, just in case, you get a tower down or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about Christmas again. That was funny. I was the only one with phone signal.
Yeah, and I was sitting over here on the Wi-Fi phone.
That's what I was doing. That's why I had phone signal.
Yeah, man, it's weird. That was a horrible time when they took out all the phones at Christmas. That was screwed up.
We'll have it sitting here, making phone calls, sending texts, checking his emails, and yeah, just like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's where Havoc's on the other end going, can you hear me now? like 3 days later, the other person goes, good. No, but seriously, I think, Havoc, what I'm going to do here in a few weeks, I'll go down and get that Unistrut from Home Depot, and we'll build the frames. I'll get enough of it to where we can build the frames for yours.
Yeah.
And I do want to take down or go up there and change out the coax on the Serio to the LMR 400 again. I want to give that another shot.
You just got a shout out in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, that is Starlight. That's my mom.
I kind of figured, but I figured in case you didn't see it, I'd let you know so you can say hi back.
Hello!
Well, my wife say hello as well.
Hell, Lady Cobra said it too.
Lady Cobra.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nothing really. I just wanted to hear my voice on this microphone.
There you go. I figured out something though. I'm going to tell Big R this too. Man, if you got some noise canceling headphones over there, put them things on and listen to it while you're talking on the radio. That way it don't feed back through your mic. Perfection.
See, that's why I don't have that issue. I don't have the volume up.
Well, I'm streaming, so it's live for me anyways.
Turn down on all the way. But trust me, I know when I key up.
Dang it, boy.
I believe I'm probably about the only person that puts that needle right there, and it just stays there.
I don't know if Nomad can get his stuff fired up. He might be able to push it close.
1,500 foot, 300 watts, or how far away is he at? How much is he running?
Now, what are you running right now, Nomad?
That would be an interesting test, to be fair. Finally going.
Y'all bumped heads, what'd you say?
When I do finally get things going, I've seen the power out of this amp at 3,200. I won't be running it that hard, but it will do that.
Yeah, if you've seen right there, Havoc, on the stream, he actually flickers on up there to about 3 red bars. He's almost at the 4. It would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see if Nomad could actually key up and hold it there, pegged out.
Okay, I'll rephrase then. I'll rephrase it. There ain't too many people who can do that.
I know. I mean, he could in his car, parked 1,500 feet away from me.
Park under an antenna. I see how it is. Well, I don't even have a radio in the car at the moment. I'll tell you what, I'll make it fair. I'll unhook the coax.
Wow. Don't even do that, Havoc. I don't feel like replacing those dadgum finals in your radio.
I'm going to do it barefooted. I'll do it safely, but I'll key up barefooted with no coax, and then we'll see who can do it at 1,500 foot.
Well, I've only got one IRF 520N left. Your radio requires 2, so be careful.
Yeah. Shoot, I ain't keying up without no antenna on it. This microphone does sound a little more on the muffly side.
Oh, no. Lady Cobra, what did you do to my lighting?
Come on now. Are you doing mom stories on a live stream? Come on.
I think she's going through the color scheme on this.
Oh, look at your live chat.
Oh, I know. I see that. Yeah. And there's no crap at all. I used to do that crap.
Oh, I know, but come on now. Coming onto a live stream telling mama stories.
I don't care. But don't bother me a bit.
I'm kidding with her, obviously.
Oh, man. Woo, turn that off, woman.
Yeah, Cobra's mom's in there. Well, that's the all-day light.
Woo. Man, did you see how bright that light was? Man, it was cleaning dirty watts on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. What is that one? Oh, now that's just, that's just, oh, man. It causes a seizure here.
Come on back in there, Texas. I hear you out there. You guys having like a light spasm over there?
Man, look, my light, everything in this house is connected. So she's over here on her daggum iPhone. And I'm telling you, that's what it is.
I miss my strobe light. Wait a minute, I forgot. The light on my meter is basically strobe light. I just need to turn some light out.
See, what it is, Lady Cobra wants to sit back there and use up all my energy that I generated today in his battery bank, so my radio time get cut short. That's what it is. Oh,
Well, I'm just sitting here idle still.
hey, Havoc, look what my mom said.
Oh, I'm reading it, man. I'm reading it. Does it have a black light setting cover?
Does it?
Oh, I wish.
What about, no, I think it's got a violet setting in there, which is very similar. Go to that one and see what it does. No, it's not. It's on the wrong end of the spectrum. I guess its light's not compatible for it. Yeah, no. That'd be a negative. Actually, when Havoc had his wedding, they had these cool little Japanese lanterns. So I had the idea of taking and mounting the smart light into the lantern. And there you go. That's it right there. It's inside the Japanese lantern from Havoc's wedding.
I just beaming it through the Dragon Ball. By the way, I can't believe you're not here in Texas right now. I just turned the volume up for a minute.
Well, I'm dead serious, man. You can hear what I'm hearing. Unless I need to go ahead and swap antennas over to the ground plane. I don't know.
I mean, it's faint, but I still hear them in there.
That's another thing I'm going to work on tomorrow. A new camera mount. And you hear Lady Cobra back there calling it the banana peel. And the reason why she's doing that is because, you know, when lightning strikes something like that, it splits in half like a banana peel. And that's what she's called my antenna ever since.
To be fair, it wouldn't be the first time.
Definitely wouldn't be the first time.
The antenna that was there originally got struck, what was it, about 8 times, something like that, or more?
6, something like that. The one that's laying in the backyard right now with the top missing in it, yeah. Well, it didn't get struck. The tree did. It ran down the bark into the ground. It didn't blow anything apart, but it definitely got tortured. It was the 2011 tornado damaged it, and then the other tornado we had in 2013 ripped the top out of it.
And I still say it was me though, Cobra. I'd climb the tree and just put me a steel whip up there to replace the stinger.
Why would I put a lightning rod up there?
I don't know, but it'd still be a good antenna.
It would definitely be interesting, you know. You'd be sitting up there with a camera at your back porch, and every time we have a thunder shower, you sit there and watch my freaking antenna get struck like the Sears building.
Well, you know, that would make an interesting live stream. I'm just saying.
I get popcorn for that.
Come on. You'd be buying me a new
I see you got 7 watching.
Oh, yeah, it's been fluctuating. I think we're going to be having Texas roll back in here soon. I don't think Mother Nature's done with tonight just yet.
Yeah, a while ago I was on 38 lower. I heard Colorado and South Dakota.
Ah. I guess on some other channels it probably still is running. This one right here has kind of died out on us.
I'm hearing some here in and out every now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably switch over to the ground plane in a little bit and kind of play around with that. I don't know if it's in that ground wave, though. I'm going to stay right here for the time being.
I can't talk to anyone. I just can every now and then I can hear it.
Have you decided yet, no matter, you want up 20 more feet with your antenna?
I decided what with my antenna?
Going up 20 more feet.
Oh, I'm going up higher. I'm just not going to bring it right. I'm not going to bring it down to just do that. Just whenever I have to bring it down, I'll add to it then.
Yeah, 10-4.
Of course, my computer needs a reboot for updates.
Yeah, when I plugged the new computer up here, it was finishing a cleanup or something after the update. This last Windows update was huge.
Well, I'm not on my laptop much anymore, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Their station's right there, Cobra.
So I heard it that time. It's very, very low on this radio.
We only done about 18 1, swinging up to about a 3.
Oh, by the way, Havoc, that hum you heard when I first switched that switch over, if you hear that again while I'm keyed up or talking or anything like that during the live stream, that means the power did go back out.
Roger. I do believe I'll know the power's out before you do, though.
I would agree with that.
One good thing about living in a motorhome, the power goes out, my lights stay on.
Yeah, it did that earlier after a surge, Mad, and the stream stayed up and the radio stayed on.
I've been bouncing the idea of throwing like one of those cheap Harbor Freight deals up there. But I don't know, I have that generator out there.
I wouldn't even do that. I'd suggest getting one of the big Q-cell panels. They're 260 watts and they really pack a punch with a good charge controller. A whole lot better than getting a Harbor Freight kit. A lot more bang for the buck.
Yes, but but you cannot use them on PWMs. It has to be MPPT or higher.
Wrong. I figured out you can use them on a PWM as long as it's made by EP Ever and it is the 60 amp model. It will do it. You will lose a little efficiency on a 12 volt setup, but you will get pretty much just about every amp that thing can squeeze out.
Even though it's a 32 volt panel.
Correct. It'll reduce it by, I think it's like 40%, but you would be getting 190 watts at 12 volts on the PWM.
Okay, I'd suggest doing that then.
I tested that out today when we had some good sun out there, and it shocked me.
It wasn't for the dead limb that I need to get cut down from this tree. I could load my whole roof with panels.
Oh man.
I'd have to get that limb cut off first. I'm too afraid of it breaking off one day.
The off-grid nomad.
If I keep putting panels up like we've been doing, I got a whole side of a trailer here to attach to.
That I want to put together over time.
Repeat that, nomad. You and Havoc bumped heads.
Oh, never mind.
You said something over time. On that quick key, start calling you Quick Draw Nomad.
Yeah, I'm just keying up too slow. He can't outdo with tomahawk.
I did not say that.
Copy. We now played the fifth.
Might as well just turn it off.
Dang.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'll play the fifth on that one.
I'm surprised he ain't in there watching it, but at the same time, he is probably a couple cases in, slightly inebriated.
I am too, but here I am.
Going on that one.
Well, how many are you in, Havoc?
Let's see. I think I've had about 14, 15 so far.
I'm going on my third Dr. Pepper right now. I'm doing good.
I mean, you think that's bad? I've drunk half a gallon of water, too.
Yeah. Well, keep a Saudi Lake full.
No. Exit.
Well, yeah, technically, Chester Cross Park. That's where it all goes down to.
Yeah.
Just want to check out what my radio puts on your meter. Check.
You seen how it, when you're modulating, it swings up there pretty far.
What I'm doing on you is about what you're doing on me.
That's good.
I mean, we are kind of guesstimating what that light, other little lights are, aren't we?
As far as I'm concerned, the first light is like 1, 3, 5, 7, and then the first red bar would be 9, and then continuing up.
Let's see, what's that put me at there? Hello.
Every now and then you'll flick that third bar, so you're probably up there between 10 and 20, like, swinging, but you're probably dead keying right there around a 9.
That right there shows you what fading out looks like. So, I mean, from there you can guesstimate colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's the way I understood it from somebody that works on these told me. The first green bar is 1, and then it goes in odd numbers up to 9, and then it goes 10. It goes 9, and I think it's 10 plus, 20 plus, and so on and so forth.
Roger.
So right there would be 30 plus, basically.
Yeah, just be glad it's not the Galaxy that's on the stream tonight, because that thing, it's got a very, very giving meter. So I mean, somebody 10 miles away talking on a quarter of a watt is going to put a 9.
Got the super transceiver.
Man, it's got one of them that Tomahawk wants.
Oh.
I just set Roger beeping all 4 lights here. Look, it lit them all up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. About like Bird Hunter been talking on his radio, didn't even know he was doing close to $1,000.
Did he turn it down or did he leave it where it was?
We just readjusted it for a low dead key, turned the mic gain down, and he's been talking like that, and it's been fine.
Well, he was always afraid of talking with too much power.
Yeah, when Skip's running, crank his mic gain up a little bit, and he'll sit there and just hammer it all day. So he's literally controlling his output, since that box will sit there and just do whatever. He'll just control his output by turning his mic gain back. I like to read out on this radio, but as you can tell, no man, I've got the dimmer thing on here off. Like, it's off. Not even cut on. Watch this crap. That's just the first stage. It's like, okay, you're now blinded. And then off.
Blinded by the light.
There, now watch over here in this corner when I cut the Galaxy on. Look how bright this thing is. Ah!
A blue light special.
Yeah, that Galaxy lighted the whole room.
Read out on that inverter will too.
Oh yeah. Why do you think I put that sucker in another room?
Why do you think my battery bank's set up in the radio room?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the light, it was the fans on the inverter. That's why I put it in the other room.
Is that a road devil out on the corner?
On the corner. Are you talking about like this one over here?
All I see is a little red object there. Right where your hand was just there.
No, it's a shop light. Working on my vehicles. It's a snap-on magnetic light.
It's a $3,000 light.
That was found underneath a vehicle that had come out of Nebraska, and it was stuck to the rear axle of the vehicle. When I was changing the oil on it, I took it off and I asked them if they wanted it, and they said no. You can have it. So I took it downstairs and charged it up, and there it is.
Well, to be fair, they probably didn't even know where it came from.
As beat up as it is, I would say it probably fell off a truck and then bounced up, and the magnet stuck to that rear diff, and then that was it. That's where it stayed until they got here to Chattanooga.
That's good.
That's why I don't like magnetic lights, because I'm always afraid of leaving them like that.
Well, that job I had, dude, there's all kinds of stuff you'd find. People would leave tools just laying there, take a skid plate down. Found a dadgum sledgehammer in there one time. I was like, what the heck are these people doing?
You watch them YouTube videos of customer says there's a noise coming from the front, and it's like a cat.
Yeah, how about that one where a customer says there was a vibration and literally the wheel was falling off of it? Just saying.
I'm losing the steering in my car for some reason. Well, ma'am, you no longer have a tire back here.
I've been smelling something burning, and there's a dadgum bed wrapped up in the dadgum drive shaft.
Customer reports that my wheels are losing grease, and both the drive axles are leaking.
How about the famous one we got one day? Four-wheel drive quit working. Can you check it out? Majority of the front diff was gone. Dadgum thing grenaded, and they just kept driving.
What's the front deal?
I'm talking out of I don't even know how it did that, but it's one of those that has those detached diffs and the CV axles that runs to it, and the ring gear exploded and went through the bottom of it, took the whole chunk out and left the rest of it up in there, and they just kept on driving.
Is that an important part?
That's exactly what I would have expected, but all I heard come from upstairs was, "Is it safe to drive home?"
Ma'am, your brake shoes are falling off the car. Is it safe to drive to go home?
All the time, dude. All the time.
I'm like, ma'am, it's not safe to drive out of here, let alone to your house.
Now here's you a good one. All right, sir, you can go ahead and pop your hood. And, well, I don't know where the hood latch is. This is my wife's car.
It's behind the left wheel.
He sits there and pulls the lever and the gas door opens. I swear it happens every day. Whew, time to go in here and re-up on some Dr. Pepper. I'll be right back. Well, Havoc, instead of Miss Shirley listening to us on her portable phone, she's listening to us on live.
There you go.
I've heard a couple of Roger beeps in there. It's 11 p.m. So might as well go ahead and let everybody give it a good Roger beep. That way they can hear themselves. I'm actually embarrassed to sit there and do that because mine are so tiny.
At least you got one. All I can do is this.
Teeny weeny, teeny weeny, little shriveled short guy.
Come on! See, he's got one like me too.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
Damn!
Don't you?
No comment?
I can't help so we wouldn't have to worry about the copyright issue.
We're not playing the actual song, but if you saying Nomad sounds good singing it like that, you know, we can get copyright hit, then damn.
But I don't get paid enough to be a censor too, so yeah, have fun with that YouTube.
I'm crying over here, like literally.
Ain't right, man. It's after hours. After hours on 27315.
This is the cut down version.
Yeah. Although there were a couple buttons in there that said, you know, talking about like younger audiences and stuff like that. I went ahead and made sure that this thing was rated for adults.
Yeah, sometimes things do slip out. Never mind.
I know.
Damn, Cobra, if you didn't want me on here, then why did you invite me?
What?
Oh man, considering who his moderator is, that's saying a lot, buddy.
This commercial is brought to you by Twisted Tea.
Viagra.
Ah!
Tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the Go Fuck Yourself hour.
Me too, for a really expensive night.
Man, it's good.
Don't want to call your doctor after taking those pills.
Sorry, you two, but we got a little rule on 31. After 10 o'clock, it's adult time.
Nah, but it's okay. I mean, I'm not getting monetized anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah, a few subjects been brought up, and I guarantee you probably already got the email and don't even know it.
Yeah. But we still will try to keep it a little PG. Just a little bit. Like, maybe this much.
Come on, I'm allowed one F-bomb every 2 hours.
There you go. You got yours.
Exactly.
It's asking me to say something, so say something.
Dude, type it and hit it.
Oh, that should help.
I heard a little beep.
Yeah, I liked the video.
There you go, Nomad. I know, right? At least it ain't the Galaxy 86. The Galaxy 86 would just blow the dadgum speaker out of the radio. It's so loud.
How about the one that had the damn 5-minute Roger beat?
Oh man, my old 2980. I missed that thing. Actually, the largest capacitor I could put in there was 1 minute and 7 seconds was the Roger beat.
And it was relentless.
And sometimes when it unkeyed, it would trigger itself and key back up and do it again without even having to touch the microphone. That's how retarded it was.
How many times did you accidentally key up?
Sometimes it just did it by itself. That cap would charge for some weird reason, and it would just let loose, even in the middle of a conversation.
No, but I believe he meant to say that it was that touched in the head.
Damn.
Bless his heart.
Oh my goodness.
You with some air sugar toots.
What the heck, man?
You never know, Kobe. You might get your first donation.
You never know. I don't even know how that would work because I don't have anything set up for that.
I always said that because I'm over here eating a sugar donut.
Ah,
It's round with a hole in it, and I was like, wait.
just sitting over here drinking on a Dr. Pepper, vaping some butterscotch bourbon.
Don't think we should be talking about things with holes in them.
Dang. Question is, where's Mad Dog and where's Jake?
What I say is, do not say bacon on this live stream ever.
What, like you just did?
They ain't watching right now.
That volume would very, very quickly get turned down. Hey, you know what? Heck, I just leave it up. Might as well, you know. I mean, you know what? It's kind of like the tiny Roger beat, dude. You gotta love it.
Me.
Should be the Roger tweet. Those new $29.95s are just about the same way.
Me.
Yeah, Mr. Striker in there going at it.
I ain't that fancy.
Was that you, Big R, doing that with the Striker? What in the world? Sound like someone went down to Taco Hell and got some fire hose.
Somebody's cleaning out the BS filter on the regular DDO.
Yeah, very true. Got a sale on those right now, by the way.
Buy 5, get 10 free.
Well, I mean, you know, you buy 5, get 1 free, but I mean, still, the price is low enough.
Cheaper than the price of gas.
There you go. Ain't nothing like the flash when it's coming out the speaker.
Who's giggling in the background?
You try not to. There's so much stuff I want to say, but so much stuff I can't.
Hey, if I'm censoring myself, you gotta censor yourself.
Hey man, I need to get the red button over here, the censor button. Every time something comes out, just hit it and let it go.
I shall return.
I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get here around noon. Turn it on. It was Dr. Audio up there at Chesapeake Bay and buddy up there in Pennsylvania that talked me into doing this. So I'm gonna let them have at it in the afternoon.
I start work at noon, so I'm out.
Yeah, you got your phone on you. You can listen.
I don't know. I got a whole bunch of semi trucks over there. I mean, I guess I could get on.
Very true. Have a phone on YouTube right there listening to it and have the earpiece in the ear and just listen away.
You can just see me jumping up and yelling at something, and they'd be all like looking at me like I was some kind of weirdo.
Look at this guy.
I want rubber ducky and all that stuff.
Candy cane.
10-100, 10-4, big buddy, good rubber duck, bop, bop.
He'd fit right in. That way you could come home and get on the radio and say, guess what I did today? I played truck driver.
I hate playing truck driver. I bet other people park it if I can.
There you go.
The trucks stink. These people live like pigs.
I would assume a lot of them does. I've seen a few of those really clean.
We got one guy who comes in that, I swear, man, that thing looks like the day it came off the showroom floor.
Yep, and I'll bet his paychecks look real good too.
I couldn't tell you. I know his kid's not more than a slob.
Yeah, but why is the printer connecting, reconnecting, connecting, reconnecting? It keeps popping up right now. That's on the computer. Did you check it after the surge earlier? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. That printer may be dead. It's doing some crazy. It says it's 3:11 in the morning. 2 months. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Surge got the printer. I'll leave it unplugged for a little while and then plug it back in and see what it does.
Uh-oh, I have returned.
That's right. Uh-oh. I can't believe how hot it still is outside.
I do. Still humid too.
Just wait, it ain't July yet. We're getting this too early. It ain't July yet. Tomorrow's gonna be probably, say, what is it? Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's supposed to be really nasty on the afternoon temperatures and the overnight lows. A lot of humidity.
It ain't gonna phase me none. I just started leaving that air conditioner in there on dry mode when I go to bed.
Back on the way home.
10-4. What'd you say? No matter you and him bumped heads again.
I said it's so hot outside, it's amazing how much weight I lose at work and then how much I gain on the way home.
Well, today I had my fair share of it because I was outside playing around with solar panel configuration in the middle of this. Imagine being underneath those things.
I was out there off and on spraying mine down so they didn't overheat.
Yeah, after I figured out the best configuration, that's exactly what I did. Occasionally going out there and spraying them down. It didn't help the daggum lawn crew come through here blowing dust all over the place. I don't know why they come through here with leaf blowers, man. They blew all the roads off, but they didn't cut any grass.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and that house that the landlord was at down there today at the end of my street, grass is over 4 feet tall out there in the front yard.
Really?
Oh man, you ain't been down on this side of the street in a while, have you? You can go on out stop sign, turn left, and look at that right there. That first one coming onto the street. It's it's literally like navel high. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, it don't surprise me either. That's why we cut our own grass, so it don't look like crap.
Yep, so we don't get hit with a $50, we're going to come mow your grass fee.
And then they barely cut it.
Yeah, and then it's like, what the heck, man? I could have just went and bought some goats, and that would have done better than that.
For that, you can just put the money back and get you one of those robotic ones and just let it do it for you.
Very true, but most likely what would happen is I'd key up, the RF would make the robot go crazy, and it would drive itself into the ditch.
Hey, I'd come over there and watch that.
I gotta be quite honest with you, I would probably watch it with you.
I wouldn't be watching on live stream, man. I'd be on the back porch watching it live action.
And the man said IRL.
There's a YouTube video of a couple dudes who made their riding lawnmower remote control, and they had people stopping on the side of the road trying to stop it.
Oh, you mean that one they got at the police came and everything?
We need to get a remote control car and do a video on that sometime, Cobra.
How about what these people are doing with these cobalt electric push mowers? Taking, since they're 40 volt and everything, taking the wheelchair, like one of these jazzy scooters apart, and putting the wheels on the back, putting swivel wheels on the front, getting an Arduino and a couple of servo motors and everything to control everything, and literally sitting there with a remote control and a freaking screen inside their air-conditioned house mowing their grass.
I can see it.
Fully electric, no gas, all lithium.
I mean, technically so is ours. You just can't control it with a remote.
Yeah, but the possibilities.
It'd still be, somebody out there would still be too lazy to cut their grass, even if it was remote control.
Oh yeah, I just don't feel like putting my finger on this little joystick. Need some more Doritos.
I ain't gonna lie, I know two people like that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
They're like me, since the mower's so quiet, wait till about midnight to go cut the neighbor's yard and done. They don't even know what happened. They wake up in the morning like, what the heck? The grass is cut.
You know, I have been over there mowing at 7 o'clock and the neighbor didn't even know I was there.
That's when I usually mow my neighbors over here beside me is at night, between 10 and 12. In the summer, I'll go over and do it at night. And it, like I said, that at 40 volts so quiet, you just, if you're in the house, you can't hear it at all.
Yeah, last time I mowed that person's yard, her husband was in the house. We was weed eating and mowing, and he did not know we was out there. I'm like, he didn't know we was there until we was done.
That's when you know you're good. Man, I'm surprised that DX didn't roll back around. I can't believe how dead it is.
We had to hear them for a little bit, and then they was gone. Nothing.
Yeah, it's like switch off.
When's that lunar eclipse supposed to happen? I know it's sometime this week, ain't it?
Can't remember.
No, I got a decent camera on my phone. Still probably won't work, but might as well give it a shot.
I'm looking it up right here. May 26th, 2021 is when it shows the next one's will be moving through.
So 2 days away, basically.
Yeah. Showing total lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
Basically blood moon.
Oh, it was the blood flower moon this month.
Yeah.
Them names are weird, I'm sorry.
It's also supposed to be a supermoon.
Yup. You never know, we might be able to get some decent pictures of it.
Yeah. Judging by the frequency of the solar wind and everything like that, with that the way the supermoon is and the position of the Earth, the skip may actually roll all night.
Remember how bad it got when we was actually seeing some of the northern lights here in Tennessee? That skip was wow.
Oh yeah, local talking conditions was gone. It was toast.
Yeah, we couldn't even talk to each other, remember?
Yeah, locally it's just out of here. You're better off talking to somebody in another country because you're not talking across the street.
That's exactly what was going on. My aunt still argues with me to this day, Cobra. Well, that wasn't the northern lights. That was just the lights at the ball field. I was like, no. The lights at the ball field ain't a greenish color.
I wonder if it's still running on sideband.
Well, I'll slide down there and let you know.
All right.
Just scratchy, that's it. No. Maybe I should go back down there and try to stir them up.
You want to see something funny, Havoc? And that is what Havoc's bleed over sounds like.
Yup, bye here, Jack.
So look at your chat. You see your chat?
No.
Pull up your chat.
The thing I see is when I said say nothing.
Look what it said just popped up right there.
Then it's popped up, that's what I'm saying.
Added you as a moderator.
Okay, I do not see anything in here that indicates that.
Well, it's done. I was wondering if that was going to work.
Ah, okay, now I got the wrench.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was going to work. I tried it earlier and it was like rejecting everything, and then all of a sudden it just, bam, started working.
Right, well, you know, he's been live streaming for about 3 hours now. We'll give him, unlock some of these features for him.
What's kind of cool though, on Studio is actually looking at the analytics of everything and how it works. It's definitely different. Not used to it.
I'm not realizing if I was on desktop right now, I could tell you all that too. There's a way to go into the properties of a video, and it will actually tell you all the bit rates and all that information in it.
Yeah, I mean, in this one right here, literally on the dashboard, it's like right in front of you. You don't have to do nothing. It's just there.
Yeah, that's because you're the admin. I'm talking about on any YouTube video, you can actually go into the properties and it'll do that.
We need to play with that one day.
There again, I only know how to do it on desktop. I ain't figured it out on devices yet.
Yeah, I'm on it right now. I'm getting back in here. I'm going to see. Let me see if I can pull this back up while I'm actually in stream. Yeah, it's not. I think it's no, it's not doing it. Yeah, it's because it's being used.
I can kind of see that.
Wait a minute, brand new computer. Oh, forgot about that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got it. I'll pull it. There it is. Yeah, it shows you all the bar graphs and everything.
Looky here, I just figured out how to remove people, put them in timeout, or hide them from the channel.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, what's up with that, YouTube? They actually made it to where I could remove myself. Seriously, I can click on my name right now and it will boot me.
Yeah, I was looking at we got a few here on the latest comments. There's a couple here, and I already know about a few because of let's see here. I already know about a few of them, of course. But see, this one here is messing up, but on the front page, right here, if I go to this one, there they are. And it's 355 Ontario. Don't hear myself very often. Cool. 316 New Hampshire. There you go. We talked to him earlier. New England. New England. Actually, it says NH, but then it says New England right there. Home channel is 31. And then 111 New York.
Oh yeah. Sounds like we're getting out all over the place today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, it doesn't have a dashboard kind of like the one I was looking for, where I can actually just see the comments right off the bat. I have to go in here and look. So from now on, I'll pull up the channel analytics. I'll go down to the comments, and that's how I'll know to read them off.
Yeah, it won't let me do that on the tablet. Oh well.
Take Doughboy's advice and get that. What is it? What do you call it? OMT?
You talking about the software?
Yeah, OMT Studio or something.
Something like that.
Calling for high solar radiation tomorrow, so that means it's going to be a really good charging day.
Yeah, but it probably also means we're going to have to go out there and keep them cooled.
I'm going to let mine get hot and see what they do.
That's the only difference I seen was about 0.3 volts between hot and cold.
Mine went from, when we had that burst of sun today that was pretty bright, mine went from 33.5 amps normal temperature. I soaked them down and it went up to 37 amps.
I really do need to break down and just get me a big old charge controller, like the one I got, but bigger, so I can run all the panels off of it, and then I'll get an accurate reading on the amperage and all that.
Yeah, that's 2 of the panels I got to upgrade the wire on. I also need to upgrade the controller because I'm running those on a 30 amp. So they're pretty much tied to 30 amps max. That's it. Can't go any higher. So I need to order some of that 10 gauge solar wire. And then I need to get another 40 amp charge controller, which I probably will get the 4215 Triron, just because it has the option of the 2.4 amp USBs on the front of it.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, if I had about $600, I'd get a Midnight Classic, but no, I'm good. No need for something like that on a system this size. There's just no need for it. I mean, yeah, one charge controller can do everything, and I could save a little bit of room, but it's not going to matter. It's hanging on my wall right here.
Good.
The heck?
What?
You didn't hear that?
Negative.
It's either bleed over or DX.
What I'm saying is something moving my needle up to a 1, but that's it. Actually, I think that's Skip right there, man. I just heard some numbers.
That's what I'm talking about. Ah, so we're looking at late night Skip.
I can do that. I'm switching from beer to coffee.
What you do? Well, I guess for now, Havoc, I'm going to shut it down. Lady Cobra's pretty tired. She's got to get up and beat. She's got to be at earlier by 9, so you got to get that taken care of and squared away, so I'm going to let her sleep. I'm not quite tired just yet, so I'm going to walk in the other room.
Hey, Cobra.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, on that video there, now, I don't know how much it's still live, but that little red bumps will turn left. Well, what unit is that? 250.
Red Devil 250.
Okay. Is that one you kick on once in a while?
Yeah, when I'm transmitting, like when I'm doing skip, I use it because the equipment that I'm on now is Class C, and it don't have that option.
Yeah, is it a low drive?
Yeah, low drive.
Okay, cool looking box.
It's pretty. It does a good job too. It's got SD 1446s in it. It does probably around about 275. It's not much, but I mean, you really don't need much on sideband. Usually I don't even use it, but if it's really, really hairy, I'll turn it on.
Yeah, I saw South Dakota the other day just on the radio here, but I just saw it there. I was going, like I say, it's good looking beauty.
Oh yeah, it's sitting on top of what you see there is took a 120 mil. There, I had two 120 millimeter computer fans. One of them was busted, so I cut it to pieces and made some feet and glued them to another 120 millimeter fan to get it up off the table. And I've actually got that fan mounted to the bottom of this thing, and then the wires ran to the back of the amplifier. So when I cut it on, the fan comes on, it keeps it cool.
Anyway, is that a controller there on the TV now that to the left corner?
Right here.
I don't know what I'm looking at. You got your radio there displayed on the channel, and the one to the left is pointing that way. Where your hand is? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's one of the that's the smaller solar controller that I need to replace because it's only a 30 amp. But there they both are, and they do the majority of the battery charging.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, I saw your solar panel set up there. Great. The new edition I may be speaking of is what you said you got them probably doing a remodeling or something.
Hey, yeah, there's a fella up in McDonald, Tennessee, and he has a solar farm, and they were doing repairs, pulling old panels down and putting new ones up, and then basically selling the used old panels that are not putting out their full output and selling those for like $50 a piece. How much wattage you got one panel put out, that one that you showed that newest? You mean the ones that I got from that guy, the used one?
Yeah.
They're not putting out too much. Both of those panels together are only putting out about 260 watts. Well, I can't say that. I don't know yet. I just replaced the diodes in them. When I first tested them, that both of them together were putting about 260. They're supposed to be putting out 250 a piece. But I ran that test on them today, and they were freaking putting out 200 a piece. So I think I just got to burn in the diodes. I don't know. I'm going to do another stress test on them tomorrow and get an accurate reading, and then I'll be able to let you know a little bit more information. But they're not putting out what they're supposed to, but they're putting out plenty enough to offset what I'm losing in heat.
Hey, Roger. I got a friend about Kevin up in the mountains there that he's off the grid, totally off the grid. And there's no power even in there, but those panels I think he got was 80 watts per strip. And I don't know how many he's got. He's got a bunch of them, but well, not that many, but it does his whole cabin on there.
Yeah, right now, well, all evening this evening, of course. Yeah, I've got a big battery bank back there. Pretty much half of this home is running right now off of what I've stored. And a few of the lights in the house, the fridge, the deep freezer, the security system, and this radio setup is running off of it. And it does amazing. Like I said, there's about a total about 1.3 kilowatts of panels out there. Those new ones though that I got, not these used ones that I showed at the end, where I bought them for $50 a piece. The other ones are brand spanking new, and there's a guy up in Athens that was selling those for oh shoot, what was it, Havoc? I can't remember. Was it 130 a piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, 130 a piece, and because he was selling out, he got out of the solar business, so they're brand new panels, and he was just wanting to get rid of them, so we got them half price.
So you think that? Yeah, man. How many batteries you say you've got total batteries going in to the storage?
All together, running them in parallel 12 volts, with the new, a little over 1,000 amp hours.
Hey, Roger. And you say you're running the freezer off of them?
my deep freezer, my fridge, security system, window air conditioner unit, probably about 3 or 4 lights, and this entire radio setup.
How long was that running if the solar power went totally out?
I don't know, honestly. I couldn't tell you because it hasn't switched back to the grid yet. I've got a grid switch up here on the wall that senses the voltage of the batteries, and I got it preset to where the batteries will cut off. It'll basically switch over from off grid to on grid automatically when they hit that preset voltage that I put them at. I haven't hit it yet.
Well, that's good. Man, that's in the long run, you save a lot of money there.
Oh yeah. My electric bill, it's not nil, but it is nowhere near what I used to be paying. I mean, between $40 and $60 a month. That's about it. It'll be a little bit higher this month because of the bigger air conditioner units. I'm actually running those on grid when I'm in there. But when I'm not in there and I'm in here, I'm not even running those. So it's just, you know, it's just the way you live, lifestyle, and everything. If I needed to go completely off grid for some stupid situation, power outage, bad storm, something like that, yeah, I could do it comfortably.
Well, the power board, do they know you've got that where they're not just averaging your bill, or they're actually say reading your meter?
Yeah, they know. I talked to them about it, about the whole grid tie, and I'm not doing a grid tie at all. Um, Basically, the switch on the wall just switches the power over to all of the appliances. The half the house that I'm running off the grid, all that switch does is switches it between off the grid and on the grid. So nothing's getting pushed back into the grid like a grid tie inverter. So there was no need for them to come in and do anything. But they are aware of it.
Yeah, so they won't, be charging you something you're not using. Well, I've got a friend down in Florida, his brother's in Tennessee. They were selling power back to the power electric company.
Yeah, you can do that here with the Solar Share program, but um, they don't pay you what they charge you. So with a system as small as mine, it wasn't worth it.
I understand, yeah. Okay. All right, man, I don't hold you up. I saw that. It looked like a controller over on the left, but that box caught my eye earlier. It's a good looking setup.
Yeah, this is just one. I've got two of these meters right here, MT50s. These are monitoring meters that I can go in and actually control. If it'll zoom in, yeah, there we go. I can go in here and actually control the parameters and stuff like that. This is the 30 amp one. Um, let's see if I can get it up. Yeah, current voltage. Um, so yeah, it's just basically a monitor and everything it tells me, and that's where I'm sitting right now. And I've been running off grid since the sun went down, so I'm not doing too bad. It'll probably be, I'd say, resting in the morning before sun up. It'll probably be resting somewhere around 12.4, 12.3, somewhere in there. I don't want it to run all the way down to 12 flat to prolong the life of the batteries.
Hey, do you have gel saws or you just got regular plastic?
I've got 2 AGMs, and the rest of them are flooded.
Yeah, I bought a gel saw from down at the it's at your place on Gun Barrel, over at Hamilton Place, right?
Yeah, there's a guy that comes through town on Sundays that a friend of ours knows. Um, and what he does is he goes into these server companies and replaces their backup power system. So these AGM cells that I have over here are the ones that he's got, they're only 3 years old. They've been very lightly cycled, and they've got a lifespan of 12 years. and he's selling these things for $55 a pop.
How old you say you are?
3 years old, lightly used, lightly cycled.
Are those glass filled or what? Zero filled or whatever? You told me. I didn't catch it.
AGM sealed.
Okay. That's a buy.
Yeah, but here's the catch. You would you say they are a buy. They're more than that. They're more, bless you.
Thank you.
They're more than a buy, because that's $55 per battery. They're 270 amp hour batteries.
Yeah. The one I bought down at Batteries, Plus, I don't know the name of it, but I think it was like $325, I believe I paid for that.
Yeah, I looked these up. The ones that we're getting for $55, they're $314.99, brand new.
Yeah, that's a good buy in that, and they'll last more. I believe more than 3 years. They shouldn't be. They should have some life left in them.
Yeah, I looked up the statistics and the specs and everything, and went over the spec sheet and all that for these batteries, and it says on there, not killing it down to it's basically below 20% depth of discharge. If you keep it above, you keep it around 50% depth of discharge and above, they guarantee these batteries 10 to 12 years lifespan.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I had a battery in my truck that was, it's not a, believe it or not, it's a 10-year-old. I kept a battery tender on it. And that battery lasted 10 years close to it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Man, I've had them. That link, the battery I replaced in my Lincoln here a couple of years ago, made it 8 years.
Yeah, do you keep the tender on?
Yeah, because I don't drive it much. It's antique tags and everything, so it stays parked a lot. So yeah, I keep the maintainer on it. I'll pop a solar panel on there and let it maintain it for a month or something like that, and just kind of keep it topped off.
Yeah, keep them better from sulfate.
Hey, you got it. You got to cycle them though. They will sulfate sitting up, believe it or not. They'll do it.
Yeah.
But I did go to Batteries Plus like you did, and I got 2 of their 215 amp hour golf cart batteries, which I'm very pleased with. They have a really, really good cycle rate on those.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I've liked the battery I got down there. I hope it lasts.
It should, but with it being AGM, just like anything else, extreme heat and everything like that will take its toll on the battery. So just be sure, just keep it, if you're not going to drive it for a few days, keep it maintained.
Oh yeah, I've got a charger on it. But, you know, for what it's supposed to do, it should help anyway. All right, Mr. Cobra. Enjoy your videos there. I hope you keep it up.
No, yeah. Yeah, I'll be cutting it off here in just a couple minutes. I'll cut it off right here at midnight, but I'll turn it back on at noon tomorrow, and we'll see how conditions are. It should be pretty interesting.
Hey, well, you still running it now? I said, I don't know if I'm watching a video or if it's live feed.
If it's got a pink light in the room, it's live feed.
It's pink.
Yeah, it's definitely still live. It says I got 3 people on there right now.
Man, you have it.
Most likely.
I got it paused.
Nomad's got it paused.
I was watching something else.
Well, if you got it paused, I'm going to remove you, damn it.
But anyways, it's good hearing Bumblebee in there.
Yeah, I told Bumblebee about you said it there. I said, he said, I haven't talked to Cobra in a while. And I said, well, give him a holler. He should be back in there in a little while. And he doesn't have the YouTube and nothing to watch anything on. Well, he said he's going to holler at you.
Well, heck yeah, man. It's good hearing from him. I ain't heard him in a while.
I tried to get him back. He's still radio and all. He just doesn't talk much like me. I hadn't been in here months now. I guess maybe a little over a month. I don't know, about 4 weeks or something like that. I got this radio.
Yeah, was he visiting with you or was he at home?
No, he's at home.
Oh, okay, good deal. Well, maybe he'll jump back in there.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay, well, y'all carry on and I'll get on side here.
All right, buddy.
Do what I need to, Cobra. I need to remove that Havoc fella. He talks too much crap.
Give him a little bit of power.
Seriously though, YouTube, what's up with that?
That's funny. I made the Havoc the moderator and he can remove himself. That's great. I just don't like, the one thing I don't like about studio is you can't, there is nothing you can do with the camera. Like, it literally is what it is. Like, I can't go in there and say, oh, I need to change the contrast, or I need to go in here and do this. It won't let you do anything. It just is what it is.
I'm sure that ain't also because it's a bare basic camera.
Oh, no, it's an HD camera. No, it's a legit HD webcam. It's on the cheaper end of the spectrum, but still should have some kind of software to use to actually control it.
Yeah, I mean, even well, I'm not going to say no names, but my cameras up here has it where I can even go adjust that stuff on.
That's what I'm saying. I got a dadgum old one of those. I mean, I'm talking, it's probably 20 years old Logitech camera from back in the day when computer screens actually weighed enough to do damage if you threw them at somebody. That thing right there has features.
So I didn't think my IP cameras had where you can go in there and change that, and they weren't even high def.
Exactly. That's what's got me confused. I probably need to see if I can get another one and just see if it might actually be the camera, but I don't know. It should have some kind of feature on it.
I mean, being HD, you would think.
That's definitely high definition.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seemed to say in a while ago, I guess, when we were talking, when I realized maybe lying who was talking there, but you seemed that in is that you did something.
I actually physically picked the camera up and moved it.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm doing stuff like I'm doing right now, like I'm legit moving the camera 100%. And what I, like you can see, if you look like up here in this corner, right there where one of my security cameras are, you see that little blue glare that's on the front of the camera? I don't even know what the heck is going on with this thing. I think it's just a cheap quality.
I see the camera there. I didn't see the glare.
Looked like to me your LEDs from your radio there was reflected on it.
That's what it looks like, but it's legit not. It's the night vision mode on the security camera.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do. It's weird, dude. I'm telling you. I think it's just the quality of this. It's just a cheap camera. Because I mean, if it were better quality, I could do this right here, and it would automatically adjust to the light. But if you look in the camera, you see here. But if you look up here, you can actually see a reflection of the number, a glare right up here, and then you can see another glare of it right there.
Oh, and the mayor has a glare too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those lights flared up. Something lights.
That's what I'm saying. Camera should be able to automatically adjust, but it won't do anything. So, yeah. Oh well, I'm new to this crap. I guess I'll get used to it, and as I go, I'll get better stuff. I do find this kind of stuff neat. I love talking skip, love hearing it, especially when we got rare conditions coming through, solar flares, storm systems, and stuff like that. And being able to hear um, like the other day, I was listening to a guy down by Venezuela, and I heard somebody in Alaska, and I'm like, well, crap.
That was over.
Yeah.
See if you can get a mad dog on here one day. I'd like to see what he sounds like. I can't hardly hear him. But I have heard him when he turned that box on or he turned his house around or whatever he does. He comes in loud sometimes. And the majority of the time I can't hardly hear him. But on this feed here, this stream, I could hear you guys real good. It's my ears.
Yeah. I'll get him on one day. I think he's just busy. Busy with them grandkids.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him tomorrow or something. He usually gets on closer to weekends anyways, but we'll see. See if we can squeeze him in there so you can give him a shout.
You want to talk to him, tell him I said hello.
I sure will. I'll pass it along. All right. It is time for me to turn this off and let Lady Cobra get some sleep. That way I don't get killed in my sleep.
Blame it on a nightmare.
Wake up in the morning, daggone, she done went and turned all the knobs on my radios, and I had to spend 2 days retuning everything. Don't you even be laughing back there. I know what you do. She did that the other day. I turned the radio on in the mobile, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out why the dang thing ain't working. There it was. She done turned all the knobs on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of turn the radio and every one of the knobs turned but the right one.
She turned the knobs on the Galaxy 86 after I got it tuned in and spent all that tedious time doing it, and I'm like, oh no, you didn't.
Okay, fellas, that's night to you, man. I'll get out of here. You guys take care and enjoy it.
Actually, one last thing. And Cobra can back me up on this. Mine won't touch even the volume knob without asking first.
Yeah. She said she just don't give a crap. That's great. You guys have a good night. Good night, Nomad. Stop Jumper, tell Bumblebee. Has a good night. We'll catch you later. And Havoc, I'll catch you in a little bit.
Edward, good night, YouTube. Good night, Channel 31.
I cover right quick before you leave.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't been back in there that much, so, but that, does RL, you remember RL is going to go at you with, Kill Man and all that, you had to go and get all the stuff from outside of his house that time.
I remember that.
Is he still on the air?
He has passed away.
Oh, I see that. I'm sorry. I see that. I'm sorry. Well, me and Bumblebee was talking the other day. He said, "Have you heard him since he's been back?" I said, "No, I hadn't heard him. I didn't know if he was, how long has he been buried?"
Weber. I can't remember. Havoc. It's been about 6 or 7 months, hadn't it?
Actually, I didn't even know he'd passed.
It was me. Well, me and Beer Mug were talking about it. I'm pretty sure it's been about 6 or 7 months. I can find out. It was on Facebook.
Well, the Beer Mug he got off the radio before mine all went out.
Right. And he's thinking about getting back on it too.
I wish he would, man. I enjoyed that. No Beer Mug. He's probably one of the ones left, ain't he?
Well, I'll tell you what, tomorrow when we get the stream up, if it's not too bad in there and I can actually hear you over all this static and DX is probably going to be coming in there, I'll just tell him to tune in and listen, and you can tell him yourself.
There you go. Yeah. He's trying to get that antenna and stuff going back there, whatever. I guess he got it down. Somebody said he was wanting to take it down.
He sold everything.
Every time. Well, he got to go back to Grace store.
No, yeah. Well, I got him a radio and everything over here ready when he's ready. So, yep, whenever he's ready.
Yeah, the trailblazer, I don't know if he's on here now. You know, after the tornado hit him, and he got everything here at the house, practically, but, you know, he's had to redo everything down his house.
It got everything but the Amtron. The Amtron survived. So, he just hadn't put it back up yet. Hadn't had enough time. He's been a really busy man.
I imagine so. Okay, I'm going this time. Y'all take care. Enjoy.
All right. Good night.